Hello, before I start I just wanted to say that I am not a 40-year-old man living in my basement with Cheeto crumbs on my ass. For any mothers concerned after hearing your child watch this video, I'd like to say I am a girl, and I'm using a robot voice that sounds like a 40-year-old man, but I assure you your child is in good hands. Anyhows, let's get into the video. Disclaimer. Since some y'all about to get real mad at me, these are my opinions and if you disagree that's completely fine because everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Feel free to disagree with me or anyone in the comments, but I politely ask that you do so respectfully. Number 1. I didn't like the ending. It was so dissatisfying. Like why the fuck did the director decide to separate them for 0.2 seconds and then bring them back together? Like why was he even necessary? It's so stupid. Wei Wuxian did not just fucking die leaving Paul only sexually frustrated Alon Wangji all by himself to play inquiry for 13 years just for them to come back, be with each other in the span of like 2 months or whatever, and then separate again. Like hello, put them together where they belong. That separation was so unnecessary. And then they reunited and Wang Ji called Wei Ying's name which was cute and everything, but I still don't get why the separation was relevant. Like the idea of them going their own separate paths feels like a breakup and they need to find themselves, but like no Patricia, they don't need to find themselves anymore. They already did that in the first half of the drama. They should have just left it at Wang Ji deciding to leave but then turning back after hearing Wei Ying play Wang Xian and then tell him the name of the song and that's that. End of story. Number 2. I don't like Jinguang Yao. Okay, the first opinion wasn't really offensive, but I know some of you are gonna have my head for this one. But hear me out first. I see a lot of comments saying they can't hate Jinguang Yao because his dimples are so cute or something along those lines. Well personally, I don't really care for dimples, but I don't like him. His dimples can't sway me. This is nothing against the actor as I think he did a superb job at his role. He played the character so damn well and no one can convince me otherwise, but this is exactly why I dislike Jinguang Yao so much. He portrayed a sneaky snake so well, like I knew he was evil, but it was so annoying seeing him get away with everything because he was such a good manipulative liar and an actor. Also don't even get me started on how much Alon Zichen put his trust in him. I mean when you have one of the most renowned clan leaders as your lifeline basically, it's kinda hard for others to suspect you of being shady. Regardless, he was a shady ass bitch and a freaking snake, and a lot of people couldn't hate him because of his dimples, but I still hated him anyways because of everything he did. But props to him for that temple scene because we got a Wang Xian confession scene in the novel and we got a Wattpad worthy scene in the drama. But anyhows, don't hate me please. The actor for Jinguang Yao is an absolute baby but he brought that character to life and did so well in acting that it made me dislike Jinguang Yao so much. Personally, I thought it was so obvious that he was going to be evil with the way he smiled and the shady ass way he was acting that one time. I was like oop that's suspicious. That's weird, you sus. Okay, moving on. Number 3. Naihu sang was really forgettable. I know you guys are going to be like oh my god, this bitch dumb as fuck, but before you'll go off on me in the comments, listen. He was really forgettable in both the drama and the anime, like I literally didn't give a shit about him. I thought he was one of those extras that were just there to be there because they needed Wei Wuxian to have more friends and not just PMing Jiang Cheng all the time. So they wanted to spice it up with the dumb bitch in the group. I'm pretty sure I forgot he existed throughout like the entire first half of the drama. But that's just my clonery slipping. His forgettable character ended up playing in the favor of the story because we all thought he was innocent and just a clown who embodies the idiocy of the Gen Z generation. I'm pretty sure the most of us didn't suspect him of being the mastermind behind everything happening in the latter half of the drama. He acted like he knew nothing, but he holds more brain cells than I ever did even when I was actively using my brain. But she passed away, and I don't know her anymore. So that's probably why I didn't even notice the fan in the beginning of episode 1. They already hinted it to us when someone with a fan gave the yelling patriarch storyteller gold, but my dumbass was like oh that's Wei Wuxian and he's giving the guy money because he is an narcissist Lameo just kidding. But I thought he was just giving the dude money for talking about him, and then he showed up again in the next scene with the black outfit, so I was like, okay now he got the donkey with him. and then I went on my merry way to continue watching the drama and didn't notice that it was Naihu sang at the beginning of the drama that gave the gold to the storyteller. Overall, it was absolutely genius of the author to make Naihu sang a forgettable, and I say this in quotes, character, just so he could come back in the later half as the genius behind everything without anyone suspecting him of shit. That was literally the plot twist of the century. Dumb bitch comes back and he suddenly got more brain cells than you and your whole crew. But Naihu sang, you'd make a great imposter. Let me know if you wanna play Among Us. Anyways, next. Number 4. I don't like Song Xiao. Hahaha, I am literally gonna get my head served to me, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I didn't like Song Xiao in the drama. I felt like they could have chosen a better cast that would have suited the role more. Personally, I didn't connect to him much, and I understand he didn't get that much screen time, but in the time he did, I didn't really feel anything for him, and I just didn't get the soulmate vibes with him and Zhao Xinchen that everyone is supposedly supposed to get, because yes, I understand that they're intended to be very close cultivation partners, but I didn't feel that connection that I wanted to. Also, on the character himself, I didn't read the novel, so I am not sure of the entire story between Zhao Xinchen and Song Xiao, but from the drama's depiction, Zhao Xinchen gave his eyes to Song Xiao and then Song Xiao went and dipped on his ass, like thanks for the eyes, I'm out bitch, which is literally like what the actual fuck dude, he gave you his literal eyes, and you go right ahead and dip, and he didn't even do it in a nice way either. He told Zhao Xinchen he didn't want to see him again, or something along those lines, if I'm not mistaken, and then dude has the audacity to come back and get mad at Zhu Yang, like honey listen, you sir, left your poor kind-hearted friend all by himself with no eyes because he gave them to your ass, and then you have the audacity to come back and get mad at Zhu Yang. Well, I'm sorry Zhu Yang had a bad childhood, which doesn't excuse his actions by the way, but that's besides the point. And now he's evil, so he tricked your friend and took advantage of his blindness. But must I remind you why he is blind? Yes, because he gave them to you, you fool. So sit down and think about why he got deceived in the first place. If it weren't for you leaving him alone and blind, then he wouldn't have gotten tricked into killing all those people. So I don't think Song Xiao has the right to come back and act all righteous and high as if he didn't condemn his friend in such a situation. Number 5. Jang Yan Lee's death was not Wei Wuxian's fault, which I'm pretty sure most people should agree with me on, but I hate how everyone, especially Jiang Cheng, blamed Wei Wuxian for it. This has nothing to do with the corpse army either. In the drama, it was clear that Jang Yan Lee died from a stab wound, not because Wei Wuxian let his corpse get out of hand. Someone wanted to stab Wei Wuxian, and she took the blow for him. But that has nothing to do with his corpse army going out of control, which by the way was Jinguang Yao's fault. But anyway, yes, Jiang Chen could have been mad that Jiang Yan Lee took the blow for Wei Wuxian, but he insisted that it was because Wei Wuxian let his dark arts spiral out of control, which just isn't it. Yan Lee was dumb as fuck to run out on an open battlefield. Like sis, what are you doing? You can't fight, you can't even think straight after your husband died, and now you wanna run out on an open battlefield. No shit, she got stabbed twice. Like it literally was low-key her own fault. If she'd been smarter and just stayed in the damn house, she'd be alive and well right now. And yes, I know she wanted to see Wei Wuxian and tell him that it wasn't his fault that Jinzixer died, but she really could have waited later. Maybe she was scared he was gonna die on the battlefield. But like the author knows damn well that he can't die as the protagonist, so she could have just saved Yan Li as well. And of course Yan Li's death was for a purpose. But either way, I still think it's not Wei Wuxian's fault, and he literally gets blamed for literally everything, so why don't we just add that to the list, as well as if he didn't have to feel guilty and responsible for everything else. She could have survived from the first stab wound because it was only her back. The second one hit her in the heart, and that was from someone wanting to kill Wei Wuxian, not the corpse army. Okay y'all, that's all for this video. This is getting way too long Lameo, and I don't want to dig an even bigger grave for myself than I already have. Please be kind in the comments. I'm very scared of getting cancelled OMG. But I already made the video and it's too late to regret it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know if you want a part 2 of my opinions, or if you have any opinions. Leave them down below so I can respond to them in a future video. Shameless self-promo, but please subscribe to my kpop channel linked at the end. Thank you, and I love you all.
wuji.